Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of a California basketball player and the angel looking over his shoulder.
That's right, Robert. Sometimes you just have to live through the worst parts of life, so you never take the best parts for granted. Garrett Bullock learned this at a very young age. If it weren't for Garrett's angel, Garrett wouldn't be the person he is now.
Go ahead.
The California Grizzlies boys basketball team had a lot of height on this year's roster, which includes Garrett Bullock, a 6'5" senior who leads by example on and off the court.
He is kind of that big teddy bear, but at the same time, he will be firm when he needs to be firm, but he's such a likable person. When it goes between the lines of the basketball court, he's ready to play.
Garrett fell in love with basketball at a very young age, all thanks to his grandmother.
Started when I was young, probably first grade. What really got me into it was watching the Warriors when I was young.
It was as a young boy when Garrett discovered this joy for basketball while dealing with the greatest sorrow in his young life. On October 10th, 2010, Garrett lost his brother Zachary from multiple medical issues. Zachary was just 3 years old when he passed.
He had so many conditions and issues that his body just wasn't thriving, and so his body eventually shut down on himself when he was 3.5 years old.
At a young age, losing your brother, you don't feel like other things are as important. You lose a tough sports game. Life's unfair. You don't get a good grade. I lost my brother. It's the most unfair thing in the world.
Not only did his brother Zachary pass on 10-10-10, he died at 2:53 p.m. Add the three numbers together, and you get 10. The power of 10 is what makes this loss so significant for the Bullock family.
Losing Zach is something I tell everyone is something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, not just for me and my husband, but for Garrett and his brother Dom. Surviving the loss of a sibling, I think, impacts people more than you think.
Even though Zachary is not by Garrett's side, this young man feels like Zachary is with him every step of the way.
When people say he's an angel and he's watching, I definitely am a true believer of that, because I think he is constantly watching over me. Because if I think about him hard one day, there's just random signs.
He took something that can crush people, that people don't really, survive from, and he made that his motivation to just be the best he can be in life.
The grind never stops for Garrett. Doesn't matter if Garrett is on the court or not, his maturity and kindness is what stands out the most.
If there was a phrase in the dictionary that said mature beyond their years, you'd see a picture of Garrett. And, he is just, I think he's taken so much to heart, and he's matured so fast as a young man that he understands what relationships mean.
Sort of a mentor to me, really teaching me like the extra stuff for the game. And outside of basketball, he's really just been a good friend, checking up on me all the time, making sure I'm doing well.
Life can have its ups and downs, but all you can control in life is how you respond to life. Very bright future ahead of him for this young man. This fall, Garrett plans to attend the University of Alabama to pursue a degree in sports management.
Nice. Roll Tide.